What is up, everybody? We are back, and this morning I want to talk about the most difficult thing that I've had to work on in my mental health journey. I want to start this video stating I'm not a therapist. This is not a guide to treatment. This is just my experience living with OCD and anxiety and how I'm dealing with that today. So, you guys know about my OCD and my anxiety. Started at a really young age, and I've struggled through it until the point where I got into ERP recently, which that has really helped my obsessions, my compulsions, and the OCD compulsion aspect of my mental health. But the other part, which is the anxiety, the stress, and the worry, I've been working on and talking with my therapist about different ways to work on it, but it's been very difficult to kind of work through it like I've worked through the OCD compulsions with ERP. And primarily, I believe because it's my mindset. The anxiety that I deal with, I think some of it has to do with my OCD, but some of it is brought on based on the fact that from a very young age with OCD and anxiety, I think that my brain was conditioned to think negatively. I tend to always want to play out in my mind the worst case scenario. If you ask me truthfully what I think about a scenario, the first thing I think about is what can go wrong? What are the negative things? I'm constantly thinking in my mind how to plan out the next step for when that thing goes wrong. And somebody told me this once, I don't remember exactly who, but they told me if you're constantly thinking about the worst thing that can happen, you're living it twice. So let's say you have a scenario and this is the worst case scenario. It can either happen or it doesn't happen. If you live it, think about it, breathe it, worry about it until the day of that scenario, and then it happens, you've now lived it twice. And if it doesn't happen, now you lived it once for no reason because it didn't happen. And this is the thing that has kind of just come with me throughout every little milestone and breakthrough that I have with my mental health is this negative thinking, and it's my mindset. And it's the most difficult thing I feel to change because it almost just comes natural. So I'm really working on not worrying so much, not worrying about how things work out. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to put my best foot forward, and whatever happens, happens. I'm trusting in my God. My faith has been really strengthened recently, and I know that the Lord knew that I needed that, and He helped me bring me closer to Him. But it starts with your mindset. You know, if faith is not your thing, and I challenge you to get into it a little bit because it can really help. But if that's not your thing, you need to look at your mindset because it's what we think. It goes hand in hand a lot of times with what we feel. And I say a lot about how we have to not let our behavior be determined by how we feel. And it kind of goes with what you think too. You have to start being aware of what you're thinking because for me, it's my thinking that can really get me going. So I just wanted to bring that up today. I hope this helps. Like always, like this video so other people can find it. Leave me a comment of a way that you've been able to change your mindset for the better. And like always, subscribe.